Hello everybody. The earthquake swarm on the Reykjanes peninsula is still ongoing, but it's been 9 days since it started. Today, a sharp increase in earthquake intensity and quantity occurred, and activity is still at those elevated levels. Uplift continues, and experts are keeping a close eye on any significant changes that may indicate that magma is moving closer to the surface. And as the location of this magma intrusion is by far the worst we've had during the ongoing eruptive episode on the Reykjanes peninsula, experts are in close touch with the residents in the town of Grindavík, which is just a mere 2.5 kilometers away from the Uplift center, and evacuation plans are in the works. But how shallow is the magma? Is an eruption going to happen? Well, let's check out the details. Beginning with the earthquakes, as just this morning activity picked up again and is now the most intense it's been in the ongoing swarm. Since midnight, 19 earthquakes over 3 in magnitude have been detected, with 4 of them being over 4 in magnitude. They have been felt all over the Reykjanes peninsula, and even in areas over 80 kilometers away. The cause of this increase in activity is of course the magma, but the reason it's suddenly so intense is because in the past 3 years there have been 4 intrusions in the CO.AG system that all pushed ground up around 3 to 4 centimeters, releasing pressure in the surrounding areas. Now, this intrusion, which is the 5th in the past 3 years, has surpassed the uplift the other 4 intrusions reached, and thus has reached a new level where there's a lot of unreleased pressure. But what's up with the magma? Well, on November 1st we got new satellite images, showing us uplift from October 19th to 31st, with a peak uplift being a little over 5 centimeters. That's 3 days ago, and land has continued to rise at a steady rate since then, and GPS equipment in the area around the uplift center show 4 centimeters of uplift, so the peak, located 2.5 kilometers away from Grindavík, is probably over 6 centimeters now. As of the making of this video, our experts don't think magma is moving closer to the surface, but the last estimate, on November 1st, probably still stands, meaning magma is around 4 kilometers below the surface, and is forming a sill that is estimated to be 2 kilometers long and 500 meters wide. But those numbers are really uncertain. The newest GPS data does show an increase in ground deformation, that is lateral ground movement, which is an indication of rapid magma movement, but it coincides with the increased earthquake activity. We'll have to wait a bit to see if that trend continues, and see if our experts give out any details. Being so close to a lot of infrastructure, experts are working hard to prepare for the worst and are keeping residents in Grindavík up to date on the situation. One of the most concerning things about the location of this intrusion is its proximity to the Blue Lagoon, as the Blue Lagoon is more than just a beautiful swimming pool. Also known as the CO.AG geothermal plant, it's where all the people on the Reykjanes peninsula get their hot, cold, and drinking water. So yeah, this location is 1,000 times worse than the valleys of Fagradalsfjall. But how likely is an eruption? Well, it's impossible to say, but since this earthquake swarm began, I always thought this intrusion would end like the previous 4 from the CO.AG system and die out after a few days. But this recent activity shows that this intrusion is serious, having surpassed all the previous 4 in both length and size. So, at the moment, we're in a situation we've never seen from the CO.AG system, so all we can do is just to wait and see what happens. I just want to thank everyone who made it here. Definitely leave any speculations and questions in the comments. It's always fun to read them. Other than that, I just hope you enjoyed, hope to see most of you in the next video, and thanks for watching.